you just connected, welcome or welcome back to Pick It Up. This is Lorena, and today is episode number 2 of a workshop called Classic Tiramisu Authentic Italian Recipe. So today we will be making tiramisu. I will show you just in a few steps how we make tiramisu in Italy, the real one. It's creamy, it's super tasteful, it has the perfect consistency to get that beautiful slice without having any runny cream, or all the tips and tricks to make the best one for yourself or for your guest. Are you guys ready? Yes, no, can I get some likes here and there? I am very much excited about this because every time I have to teach an Italian class, I feel like I'm in Italy. So I love it, and I hope you guys are as well. Don't forget to like this workshop and also to share, all right? So guys, let's get started. Let's talk about savoiardi. All the savoiardi are so far okay, and I'm going to tell you how to make sure that even if you don't spend a lot of money on savoiardi, you can still get the perfect amount of coffee or liquid, and your savoiardi are going to be moist and super delicious enough, so you don't have to necessarily go with something that is very expensive. My favorite one, it is definitely Vicenzi Matilde. If you are in Canada, you can find it at Loblaws or Nofrios as well. Or if you have Italy in your city, Italy is, you know, just one block away, so that is where I found this one. This is definitely my favorite. This is the one that I used to make tiramisu actually in Italy with. So this is my favorite brand. Once again, Vicenzovo Matilde from Matilde Vicenzi. Okay, you need 200 grams, which is basically just 2 packs for a 9 times 9 inches pan. Okay, so and then here we are going to start by adding eggs and sugar together, because this has to go for about 5 minutes. You want those eggs with the sugar to whip until pale and super fluffy. So we are going to start with this one, and then we are going to go ahead with the rest. So eggs, yolks, and sugar together. I know that at any time someone is going to ask me for substitute, and there we go. I'm going to talk about that in a moment. So for now, I have my KitchenAid not here because usually it's very noisy, and I don't want that. I don't want to yell, and I want you guys to hear everything I am saying. But bottom line, in the stand mixer, you are going to use your whisk attachment, and you let it go for a few minutes at medium speed, and then another 3 to 5 minutes depending on how powerful your hand mixer is, high speed. So talking about egg substitute. So guys, tiramisu, it is made with eggs. Because you want to whip the eggs and you want to have the beautiful creamy consistency. However, if you really don't want to use eggs, the option would be just to use mascarpone cheese and whipped cream. Increase the amount of whipped cream. On this recipe, I will add an extra 100. So let's see. So 200 grams of whipping cream, add the same amount of sugar, and you should be fine. So while we wait for this to be ready, once again, pale and fluffy, and I'm going to show you the consistency. We are going to take care of our coffee. You make coffee, make sure that it's strong, and you can also use instant coffee. That is totally up to you. Just make sure that you go at least with Nescafe or Lavazza or an Italian brand if you want to use instant coffee. So in that case, will be around 1 cup of water, boiling water, and you can add around 3 to 4 tablespoons of instant coffee. So to this amount of instant coffee that is in the recipe, I am going to add some coffee liquor. I know that at some point someone is going to ask me, what if we don't want to use liquor? It is absolutely fine. Just add this 50 grams of or milliliter of liquor. Just add coffee, okay? Just add 50 grams or 50 milliliters of coffee, sorry. And then add an extra 2 tablespoons of sugar. So to this amount of coffee that is in the recipe, if you don't want to use liquor, once again, just substitute with coffee, sorry, and 2 tablespoons of sugar. And you are going to have pretty close flavor. But I will highly recommend to go with some liquor, coffee liquor, because it makes quite a difference. So we are going to add this beautiful coffee liquor to our coffee once the coffee is cold, because the coffee has to be nice and cold. Otherwise, your savoiardi are going to break when you dip them in the coffee. Alright? So make sure that the coffee is nice and cold. And then we have our mascarpone cheese. And I know that someone at some point is going to ask me, yes, so Patrice, what about Kahlua? Kahlua is the liquor that I'm actually using. So Kahlua coffee liquor or any other liquor will be totally fine to use. Let me see who is here while we wait for the eggs and the whipped eggs to be ready. So yes, the recipe will be available in the description below after once the live is open, okay? Along with all the links to join the following classes, to get the recipes, and also a link if you want to convert this recipe in cups. People keep asking me, I highly recommend to stick with grams, because that is what gives you the recipe that I am showing you. Unfortunately, cups are not accurate, and I get a lot of pictures and messages and emails about recipes that have failed, and the reason is only one. Always, they have used cups. So if you want to go, yes, I also put a link in the description below, but that is totally up to you. Can tiramisu be frozen prior dusting at the end? Yes, absolutely. This is exactly what I do. So yes, you guys can also freeze the tiramisu. Go ahead with some questions, guys. What brand's liquor is your preference? I use Kahlua coffee. Can we substitute mascarpone cheese? No. Tiramisu is with mascarpone cheese. Guys, you don't want to use eggs, that's totally fine. You don't want to use liquor, that is totally fine. Mascarpone cheese is a must. Otherwise, just call it something else. It's not tiramisu. Alright? What else? Any other questions? What brand were the fingers that you laid at the bottom of the banana? Okay, so once again, the brand is Beach and Sobo. And this is my favorite one, but you guys can go really pretty much with everything. And I'm going to tell you later on why and how to deal with and how to get the perfect tiramisu even though you don't get the best brand, okay? This is what I'm here for, all right? Now, look at this beauty here. Look at that. Is what we call kind of silver ribbon stage. It is pale, almost white, light and fluffy. And this beautiful egg and sugar is ready. We go back, sorry, let me do this here. Now at this point we are going to add our mascarpone cheese. Mascarpone cheese, I know you guys are going to ask me what is the brand. For me, I like Galbani mascarpone cheese. It is the Italian one. It is very creamy, it's very dense, it's very flavorful, but it's also the most expensive. So, and tiramisu can be quite expensive because mascarpone cheese is expensive. So you can go with Tre Stelle, for example, if you live in Canada. I don't know what other brand is available in your country. I also found in Toronto yesterday a good brand actually that it was not so expensive. I was quite surprised, called Emma, like the name, mascarpone cheese. Guys, it is very tasteful. It has the perfect consistency, and it was not expensive at all. So I use it to make the one that I have in my refrigerator. So yes, it's something that you can find. I can't remember now what is the store, but what is the store I found it, but I think it was Fresh O if you are in Canada, if you are in Toronto. So but yes, Galbani mascarpone cheese, Tre Stelle mascarpone cheese, or this one is Emma's. I can't remember exactly what is the brand, but definitely Emma was the only one that was providing mascarpone as an alternative. So at this point, guys, you are going to make sure that the mascarpone is also nice and cold. And I'm going to tell you why in a moment. The eggs, instead, I would suggest you to keep them out of the refrigerator for about 30 minutes before whipping them. The reason why I suggest to do that is because when the eggs are at room temperature, you can whip them way easier. That works for the eggs and for the egg whites as well. So I will highly recommend to have your eggs at room temperature or out of the refrigerator for about 3 minutes. So here now we added our mascarpone cheese, and we are going to put back this beauty here to the egg mixer, and we are going to whip it for not too long because we don't want to deflate the whipped eggs. So because we want to still keep some air in the butter, so make sure that you don't whip that for too long, just until it's fully incorporated, and usually at low medium speed it takes about 30 seconds if you go with the nice and creamy mascarpone cheese. All right. Make sure that there are no lumps. And once again, I see some lumps, so let me go at this point at medium speed because the whisk attachment is going to break the mascarpone cheese down. And now, once this is ready, yes, we still have, it's still beautiful, nice and fluffy. And at this point, we are going to add our vanilla, pure vanilla extract. Make sure there is a good vanilla. Let it go just a little bit until it's fully combined. Leave it aside, and now we are going to take care of our whipping cream. The whipping cream is also very important because the whipping cream is going to give that extra creamy flavor on top of the mascarpone, and you want to make sure that the whipping cream, it is well whipped. how to do that. Make sure that the container is very cold from the refrigerator, and so the whipping cream. Okay, so with the whisk attachment, just for a few minutes until fully whipped, we are going to take care of the heavy cream. And let me see if I have any more questions here I can answer. Watching from Philippine Mites, thank you so much, Anna. Hi, Anna. Keep in mind that if you miss any information, you can rewatch the video. It is going to be available on YouTube, and the recipe, the brands, the information are going to be available in the video itself. Hello from Greece. Hi, guys. You like this view? I'm so glad. I'm so glad because I was a little bit concerned that the portrait view is closer. So when you do the landscape, unfortunately, I have to be a little bit more far. And I was a little bit concerned maybe you guys don't like it. So, but I think it will make more sense on YouTube. Everything is in the landscape set, so rectangular view basically, and I hope you guys like it. You guys want to see a 3 ingredients dessert? Okay, we'll see. And guys, please make sure you don't repeat the same questions over and over again because YouTube will ban you. It looks too much tasty. I know it is tasty. Oh, you will see. So, guys, what is your favorite? Have you ever made tiramisu before? And do you guys know that tiramisu can also be in different kind of versions? Another very, very popular tiramisu in Italy is limoncello. Have you ever heard about limoncello liquor? It is made out of the lemons from Amalfi Coast, super popular coast in Italy, where you see all those beautiful pictures of this town on the rock, on the sea, Positano, Sorrento, Amalfi. So from that area in Italy we get the best lemons. With those lemons, we peel the lemon, and with the sugar and a lot of alcohol, we make a liquor called limoncello. It is pure deliciousness, and unfortunately in Canada it is very difficult to make it because we cannot buy alcohol which is 90 degrees. Because we actually use pure alcohol to make that kind of limoncello with water and sugar. But yes, we use pure alcohol, and unfortunately in Canada we can't buy it. It is not available. In the United States, yes. So with that liquor, we actually make limoncello tiramisu as well. Lemon base. It is it is one of my favorites. It is like, if I have to choose, I really cannot, and it is absolutely delicious. So, and I don't know if you ever heard about it, but I was actually thinking one day to make that recipe for this series. So, whipping cream, and now this is what we are going to do. Let me give it another whisk it for a few minutes to make sure that everything is combined here. So this is the consistency that you want. Don't be afraid, it is runny, but this is why I am showing you how to make tiramisu, because there are a few things that you have to do in order to get the perfect consistency. And adding whipping cream, it is one of those. So we are going to add the whipping cream at stiff peak, but make sure that it's not, make sure you don't over mix the heavy cream. As I say all the time, you will end up getting butter if you over mix the whipping cream. Okay, so Suzanne, you want me to make the limoncello tiramisu? Who knows, maybe. I have to have limoncello though, even though like I can find it at those liquor store. Unfortunately, it is not the same because I only drink limoncello from the one that my mother makes, the one and only. But yes, why not? Better than nothing. So guys, once we add the cream here, the whipping cream, this is what we are going to do. With a whisk or with a spatula, you can fold it, but I don't mind to use the whisk. And now, the reason why you want everything to be so cold, mascarpone cheese being cold and the heavy cream being cold, it is because we are going to put this one back to the hand mixer and let it whip for another couple of minutes at medium speed. Because the eggs are not super cold, because as I said, we want the eggs to be not too cold, otherwise it's going to take forever to whip. The mascarpone cheese, very cold from the refrigerator, is going to help to bring the temperature down. And once you add the whipping cream that is also cold, will bring the temperature even more down. And when you whip it, the cream, it is going to whip beautifully and achieve the consistency that we want. Almost. LCBO, yes, has limoncello liquor. Yes. Let's see. Before we go ahead with the next step, let me answer to a few questions. If you guys have any questions right now. Hi, Long Island. LCBO, yes, LCBO is where you can find limoncello. And once again, guys, if you like this workshop so far, we are not done yet, but please like this workshop. Remember to share and don't forget to subscribe and to hit the notification bell so you can get the notification when a new video recipe or a new live is on. I also wanted to thank you guys so much for the incredible support. Also with the last class, it was last workshop was a disaster. You can go and watch it. Belgian waffle, a total disaster. Everything turned out wrong. I have received a lot of beautiful messages of support. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sue, one of those. And in particular, but yeah, you can go and watch it, but all the disaster that happened, but keep in mind that recipe, I actually also forgot the butter, so it was just not a good day. When everything, since the connection at the very beginning to the end, everything happened. So it's one of those days, chefs say that, pastry chef or chefs say that there are days when you just have to walk away from the kitchen. Leave. That is not your day today. And it's so true. That day was one of those. So, but I made it until the end. Somehow I played my dessert, and it was beautiful because I made the waffles a few hours before. But it was it was a lot of a struggle. But the actual correct video recipe about Belgian waffle, it is going to be posted on Saturday with a new method so that you guys can't fail to make waffles. And yeah, don't forget to watch it. All right, and here we have a nice and creamy consistency. But this is still not the perfect consistency. This is still not the consistency that we want, but see how it makes a difference already compared to the way it was before. So I will tell you how eventually we achieve the perfect consistency once we get there. So now the next step here. We have our 9x9 pen. I will suggest you to use this size because in this way you are not going to have any waste. So this recipe is perfect for this size. You don't have to buy the big box. All you need is two. You don't have to buy half, like a pound of mascarpone cheese. This is perfect for this size, and so the coffee. So you are not going to have any waste ingredients or leftover. This is just perfect for a 9x9. So what we're gonna do you guys say 9x9? I don't know, inches. Let me ask. Let's see, the next question. If you forget to take eggs out of the refrigerator 30 minutes prior to recipe, you can put them a bowl of heat water. Yes, you can also, there are some ways to deal with that. Yes, you can basically, if you forget to take the eggs out of the refrigerator 30 minutes in advance, you can also place them in a little bit of warm water. But be careful with that, because when you go when you put your eggs in a higher temperature for too long, there is a little bit of safety issue. So you know, let's just keep it safe. And if you can, okay, if you can, just take it out. Otherwise, it's not a big deal. Just whip them for a little bit longer, okay? 9 by 9. Thank you, Denise. 9 by 9 inches container. I am using a glass, but obviously can be metal, can be everything, can be anything. Okay, guys, let's go ahead with the next step. And this is also very, very important. This is crucial for the tiramisu. You guys know how we are picky about food and how it's supposed to taste and how it's supposed to look like as well. What happened is that when you make tiramisu, one thing that you do not really want, actually two. One is to have the cream that is too runny. You cut it and all the cream falls apart. You want to see that beautiful cut. I'm going to show you later. Another second thing, you know that you make a perfect tiramisu when you don't have a pool of coffee at the bottom. Okay, I'm going to show you how to dip the savoiardi in the perfect way and how to go ahead to reach the perfect consistency, because this is very important. Like, if you many people, I see that a lot. They grab the savoiardi and they dip them and they leave them and then they break, and if they don't break and if they never know, it is hard to know or understand what is the right amount of coffee that is supposed to be in the savoiardi. So I'm going to show you this, because this is also very, very important. So let me see how the table looks like. I hope that everything is nice, and let me see here. Okay, so you guys can see everything. I think this is a 3 inches or maybe 2 inches. Yes, enough to have 2 layers of savoiardi and cream. Okay, guys, let's get started. This is the best part. Stay with me, because just make this recipe for the weekend, and you are going to love me forever, and the people that are going to have your tiramisu are going to love you forever. So there we go. Coffee and liquor. Coffee liquor, as I said before, you don't have to go with coffee liquor. Just add the same amount that was supposed to be coffee liquor of coffee and 2 tablespoons of sugar. All right, savoiardi. Let me make sure you guys can see everything here. What do? Cold coffee, and it's 1 and 2. To the other side until you don't see any drip, any drop of coffee. Okay, boom. 1 and 2. Very quick. Actually, it's almost 1 second basically. And then you line all those savoiardi one next to each other. It takes about 11, 12 per layer. Now people say, yeah, but okay, I'm gonna show you that later. This is not fully soaked with coffee, but what happened, let me show you in a few minutes. Here you change direction. And now I'm going to show you here. So the full savoiardi doesn't fit in, so I'm going to break it. And I'm going to show you how it looks inside. As you can see, this is not fully soaked, okay? Inside is actually hard, and the coffee, it is only around, okay, the savoiardi, which is totally fine, and I'm going to tell you why. Because savoiardi absorb very much the moist, those are very, very dry cookies. So they absorb any kind of moisture very, very easily. So once you put the cream on top of the savoiardi, between the coffee and the cream, the savoiardi are going to absorb the perfect amount of moisture. So and this is what you actually want, okay? So you don't want, once again, that to be too soggy. They are going to break, but you don't want them to be also too dry. So everything, it has to be very quick. So half of this butter, now you place it on top of those savoiardi. You can also measure it if you want to be precise. I usually do, but I don't want to bother you guys. And then you spread this beautiful cream. Look at the consistency here. This beautiful cream on top of the savoiardi. I feel like we can add a little bit more. And at this point, you also want to tap it a little bit so that all the cream is going to go all around the savoiardi. Alright, and now let's go ahead with the second layer. As you can see, guys, this is very, very simple. Just open the other one. Don't worry, that's not going to be wasted. I will show you. Because this is the bottom is a little bit more narrow. So we are going to use all the savoiardi here. I hope you guys can see. Yes. Okay, and same thing. Same direction. You don't have to. You can also change direction if you want to make it a little bit more fancy. No drop. Good to go. And it's 1 and 2. Good to go. No drops of coffee. How are we doing here? Limoncello version, yes. Shahan, limoncello version or strawberry, yes. That was the other option that I was thinking of, or both. Who knows? I might decide to make both. What else? Any other recipe, guys, that you would like me to make for DOLCESALATO? Series, which once again is the series dedicated to Italian recipes that is on Wednesdays, every other Wednesday for now. It was at 6:30, but I find 6:30 a little bit difficult for people that are watching from India. I have a lot of people from India. Thank you guys for all the support. So I thought about you guys, India and Europe. I have a lot of people from Europe as well. So I decided to go to change the time and to go with 12:30. So every class that we have, every workshop, it is on at 12:30 on Saturday. Sorry, on Sundays, or Wednesday for DOLCESALATO series every other Wednesday. You break it so that you have it perfect. So once again, you want the inside to be white and not fully soaked with coffee. Okay, so we have a little bit of, leftover. If you want to put them a little bit closer, you can add another one. Okay, let's add another one. Why not? All right, there we have it. Perfect. Okay, so you have only one or maybe two Untitled Savoiardi. You leave a little bit aside and you eat it immediately if you want. This is what I do all the time, okay, for yourself. So you don't have to wait until the tiramisu is ready. And here we are going to, look at the creaminess of this mascarpone cheese. And again, it smells so delicious. How do you like this workshop so far? Can I get some likes? Who is gonna like this workshop? Who is going to support the page through liking and subscribing? And guys, don't forget to share. That is also very important. If you like the workshop, of course. So, around. We don't like to have a mess. And as you can see, there is not much of a leftover of coffee too. So, and now we are going to spread this beautiful, look at that, look at the consistency. And now that is the last thing that you have to know to get this tiramisu to perfection. Look at the creaminess. I'm going to show it to you closer to the camera because you have to see this, guys. You do have to see this. And here. Look at that. Can you see the layers? The bottom, and a little bit of a layers on the side. And this is the perfect consistency. It's not runny, but not ready yet. The consistency of the cream here, the mascarpone cream, it is good. It is very good. But because we didn't beat the savoiardi for too long, first of all, if you cut the tiramisu right now, the savoiardi are too hard. And you are not going to have the beautiful cut. Second, very important, the cream is not set yet. So you might end up with some cream, with some runny, slightly runny cream. It's not ready, 100% ready yet. So what you are going to do, you just place this beautiful tiramisu in the refrigerator for a few hours. Even better, you make it the day before and the day after, it is just perfection. So now I have some extra. Can I get some likes? Yes. Now I made my tiramisu yesterday night, so it should be perfect today. So I'm going to cut it and I'm going to show you how the perfect tiramisu is supposed to look like. Another very important thing, guys, don't put the cocoa powder on top of your tiramisu right now, because you will end up with a soggy cocoa powder. You don't want that. You just want to dust the top of your tiramisu just before serving. Yeah, possibly. Okay, so this one goes into the refrigerator. And let me grab the other one. Now, another thing that you guys have to keep into consideration is that it is cream and it will absorb the smell of your refrigerator. So make sure that you cover your tiramisu, or you keep it in a, in a place, or you keep your refrigerator clean and not with a bad smell, because this is going to absorb everything. All right, let me see. There you go, there you go, there you go. So as you can see here, I did not add any, I'm not gonna touch it. I did not add any cocoa powder yet. We are going to do this right now. And then I'm going to cut it so I can show you how it looks like. Okay, so obviously you need a good cocoa powder. Just make sure that you are getting a good cocoa powder. Just place your cocoa powder aside so that you can place the right amount of cocoa powder on top. And just slightly until fully covered. And if you dust your tiramisu with some cocoa powder right now, and you are not going to eat it right away, not a big deal if you will end up with kind of a soggy layer of cocoa powder. If you want to eat it later or the day after, you just add a little bit of cocoa powder on top the last minute if you want to make it beautiful, to make it look beautiful. Let me see here. And who do we have here? Any more questions? Perfection. Thank you, Denise. The question is if you can place it in the freezer. Yes, you can freeze it. What I will suggest you to do, guys, to cut it in pieces. Cut the tiramisu in portions, and then you freeze it. You can freeze it up to a couple of months. And also, if you make ice cream at home, the one with the very simple recipe that you make with condensed milk, that it is also on my channel. If you look for Kahlua coffee ice cream, that is the perfect ice cream. You don't need a machine, nothing. To that recipe, you can add pieces of tiramisu, you freeze it, and then you cut it in small pieces, and you add it to that ice cream. You have ice cream tiramisu, or tiramisu ice cream. So go and watch that video recipe there. If you like. So let me cut this one. Let me clean up the table slightly. This is ready. Just give me a second here. And we are good to go. I'm going to plate it, and I'm going to show you how tiramisu, authentic Italian tiramisu, is supposed to look like. Tiramisu, someone said, to perfection. Right? Perfect. Okay. Here. And let me grab a so now this 9 by 9 this recipe has 9 good portions, 9 good servings. Now it's up to you. You can make it 4 servings if you want a very big, huge one. Yes, you can, 100%. Okay, that is up to you. So, but I'm going to make 9. I'm going to show you how it looks like. So here I have the first, perfect. So the savoiardi are not hard. They cut beautifully and perfectly. Every cut, you also always want to clean your knife all the way down. I can feel that those are not soggy, and the consistency, it is absolutely perfect. Who else is with me? And guys, Francesco is here today. Can we give a hand to Francesco that helps from Italy? Francesco, what do you think? Is this a good recipe? Is this the one good, just like the one that mom makes? Francesco is my nephew, and he helps with moderating the comments and answering and informations and links from Italy. So thank you so much, Francesco, for your help. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now here we are. Look at that. Actually, let me grab another one. Usually that's okay. All right. So look at this beauty here. What do you think? So see the consistency? It is not soggy at the bottom, and it is creamy, but not runny. And I am ready to give it a try. I'm sorry guys, I wish you were with me. Heaven. Oh, make sure you don't inhale when you have your tiramisu, because the cocoa butter, you are going to choke with the cocoa butter. Guys, this is absolutely perfection. It's delicious. You can obviously adjust the amount of sugar, coffee, that is up to you, but this is perfectly balanced. So try this recipe first, and then you can adjust a little bit the amount of sugar, but this is how it's supposed to be. You taste, the coffee does not overpower the mascarpone cheese. Mascarpone, you can taste the mascarpone cheese because you want to taste the mascarpone cheese, otherwise it's not tiramisu. And let me know how it is and what do you think about this amazing recipe. So guys, if you like the recipe, don't forget, if you like this workshop, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. This is so good. And to hit the notification bell. You can also join me on Instagram, bakeup_Toronto. All the links are in the description below. So let me, say things that you guys know. And let me see, guys, let me say hi to a few people here. And thank you so much for joining me, guys, as always. Whew. And thank you so much for joining me, guys. Thank you so much for your likes. Thank you so much for your support. Don't forget to watch the video coming up on Saturday, Belgian waffle, the new one. And don't forget to join this coming Sunday Baked feta muffin, which is kind of the pasta TikTok, the feta pasta TikTok recipe in a muffin. And then skillet s'mores cookie, that is also a great one that you don't want to miss. All the links are going to be in the description below. And guys, let me say hi to a few people. Thank you so much for joining me. And hi Sandra, hi Susie, hi Nayan, hi Fran, Dora, Sushma, Suzanne, Thank you, Suzanne. Thank you so much. Sushma, Michele Grago, thank you. I'm glad you liked it. Someone asked what a good substitute for limoncello could be since they cannot have alcohol. Well, limoncello, like, it's an alcohol base, so that cannot be changed if you want to go with limoncello tiramisu. Francesco needs to move to Toronto to try your food. Francesco, who knows? Hopefully is going to move to Toronto one day. We really all hope so. Mariana, hi, Nuwania, Faria, Amis, Rashid, Denise, Patricia, Carolyn. Thank you so much, guys. Make this tonight, Rachel. You will see, you're gonna love it. But make sure you let it sit in the refrigerator for a while. The recipe was said earlier so the recipe, it is going to be in the description below, or you can rewatch the video. Hi, Adrian, Dan, Teresa, Sadia, Drew, great, I'm glad. Ari, okay. Guys, once again, thank you so much for joining me today. Don't miss the following classes, don't miss the following workshops, and I will see you this coming Sunday with baked feta muffins for the series called Let's Brunch at 12:30 p.m. Links are going to be in the description below. All the informations you need are going to be there listed, and I'll see you this coming Sunday. Thank you so much, guys. Ciao. Tiramisu for me. I deserved it. Bye.